Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy when it's sick of me. I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on the limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Hurting self-esteem, low insecurities. Now or never like Glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shine the king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business starter fees. Street rules, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, no say gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time stop.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we begging pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they need pardon. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pulled the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chick. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga,
let's go. Yeah. What up? You already know it's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stats the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to Real Talk Podcast Saturday night. Let's go. What's up with everybody? Got my man Tox Beats in the building. What's good? We all woke up today and we've been awake ever since. So we already got the victory and the glory, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight? Saturday night. I hope everybody is ready, man. We about to get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Happy Born Day to my brother K-Roll. Rest in the essence, man. Everybody type in the comment section. Happy Born Day to K-Roll, man. It's a beautiful thing. Rest in the essence to my brother, man. You know what I mean? Physically gone, but definitely spiritually still here. You know what I'm talking about? We got my brother DOTCALM coming on the building. That's .com, right? You hear me? It's a play on the word. You know what I'm talking about? We got my brother from another mother from the hood. We grew up together, same neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? And it's only right that he come on A Real Talk Podcast for this beautiful occasion tonight. Y'all make sure y'all do what that sign say, what the caption say. Smash that like button. Make sure y'all meet and greet each other as y'all come up in here, man. Smash that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting right into it. Waiting for Dez to come up. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight, man? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's A Real Talk Podcast. We about to get into it. How did y'all like last night's show? You know what I'm saying? We went in last night. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother, Mr. O. Shout out to my brother, Chaos Rain. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody that shot through. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate everybody coming out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody coming to the demonstration this evening. It's a beautiful thing, man. We appreciate it over here at A Real Talk. Trust me when I tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? We got the Patreon popping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go over there to Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the Patreon. Tap in. Walk with your boy on Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? Exclusive content about to be on there. Got some exclusive content on there right now. You know what I'm saying? We got starting off with a little $5 tier. We ain't trying to break nobody's pocket or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man. Everybody meet and greet each other as y'all come up in here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Y'all already know we about to get into it tonight, man. It's a beautiful thing. Like I said, rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro. It's his born day today. We're going to celebrate. So make sure you got your blunts rolled up and you got your cold glass or whatever you're sipping on, pour it up. You know what I'm saying? If you're drinking liquor, pour your shots up. You know what I'm saying? If you got your vino, pour your glasses of wine up. You know, since it's a celebration tonight on many levels, we're celebrating my brother DOTCALM album, classic album, Book of Jones, and we also celebrating the life of my brother, rest in the essence, Twin K-Bro. You know what I'm talking about, man? Everybody hit that like button. We appreciate everybody coming out tonight and rocking with us. You know what I'm talking about? As soon as my brother Dez pop in, we're going to bring him up and we're going to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Last night's show was epic. I got hella emails today about that. You know what I'm saying? We went in last night, man. Hey, we're supposed to be representing for our brother. Yeah, it was one that talks, man. It was a dope episode last night. If y'all missed it, don't worry about it. You can always go watch the playback, man. Listen to it while you clean up the crib tomorrow, man. Listen to it tonight, man. While, you know what I mean? Some of y'all work third shift. You know what I'm talking about? Some of y'all work that graveyard night shift. Man, go ahead and tap in and listen to the replay while you at your job getting it in or whatever it is you're doing. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming out, man. It's a beautiful occasion tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? Rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro, man. It's his born day today. We're going to celebrate his life. It's a beautiful thing, man. Truly beautiful. We ain't sad over here. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Truly beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying, y'all, man? Hit that like button, y'all. Meet and greet each other as y'all come up in a demonstration, man. You know what I'm saying? Last night's episode was fire. We definitely got into it. And the sentiment still stands. We stand in full solidarity with our brother Kanye West. We should be supporting him regardless of how we may feel about him. And most of us should be feeling no type of way about him because we don't know him personally. You shouldn't be feeling, especially as a man, you shouldn't be feeling no type of way about Kanye West. You should be supporting him regardless of how you may feel, right? Should be supporting our brother, man. Right or wrong, man, we should be supporting this dude. Like I said, as long as he ain't messing with no kids or doing nothing that's totally contrary, man, to what a man's supposed to be doing, we should be supporting him. We all make mistakes and flaws. We are all flawed individuals. None of us are perfect. But we should be supporting our brother Kanye, man. He's doing great things that most of y'all don't even see what he's doing. But it's all good, though. You don't have to. You should be supporting him regardless if you don't understand what he's doing or not. And, you know what I mean? That's covered from Stacks with the Facts, man. You know what I'm talking about, y'all, man? Last night was epic. You hear me? Y'all heard what my man Tox B said. Last dope episode last night. You hear me? We went in. You know what I'm talking about? broke down a lot of things, man, and we definitely got to the meat and potatoes of the situation. And don't make no mistake about it, man. My man Kanye may be a lot of things, but two things he is not is crazy, and he's not anti-Semitic. And I stand firm with him when he said, how could I be anti-Semitic when I'm the Semite? You hear me? How we going to be anti-Semitic and we the Semites, man? You did. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Tell everybody, come on in, tap in, walk with us, man. We going in tonight. It's a beautiful thing. You hear me? We about to listen to this album, man. We about to get the track by track breakdown and all of that, man. My brother Dez about to come up, you know what I'm talking about? And we're going to get straight into it, man. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. For real, man. Go get your family members and tell them to walk in. Tap in with us. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on real quick. This my man Dez hit me up, so he called him on his phone. We about to see what it do real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on real quick, y'all. Man, that was my brother Dez that hit me on the jack. He about to come on in. We about to get straight to it. We ain't gonna waste no time. It's a beautiful thing, man. Hit that like button, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hit that goddamn it like button, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, all of that, man. We got to get straight into it. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful occasion tonight, man. You know what I'm talking about? You hear me? Beautiful thing tonight, man. Truly beautiful, man. Hit that like button. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in and walk with us. We going in. You hear me? We going in. We going in. We going in, y'all, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, walk with us. You know what I'm saying? We got my brother DOTCALM about to come on in any second, and we're going to get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Pour up your glasses, man. Roll up your blunts, because we definitely about to go on a ride. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight, too, man. We really appreciate it. It's not a game at all. You hear me? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go. You did. You know what I'm talking about? This brother that's about to come on, man. I've been knowing this guy for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? We're from the same area of town. And it's a beautiful thing, man. This classic album from my brother, he dropped it a couple years ago, but it's still fire. And we about to get into it. Like I said, we're going to do a track-by-track breakdown. We're going to do a commentary. We're going to open up the panel. You know what I'm saying? Question and answers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give live commentary, background stories, you know what I'm saying, to the inspiration behind each track. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a beautiful thing. Truly beautiful thing, man. I'm glad everybody is tapping in with us. Come enjoy the night show, man. It's going to be a beautiful situation. Trust me. You ain't going to want to miss it. You know what I mean, man? Go to the page and subscribe to it, man. You know what I mean? We got to support each other. We have to support each other. You know, us real ones is on this YouTube, man. We about to take this joint over, man. Too many lames got microphones. You know what I mean? And we got to change that narrative. You did. We got to change the narrative, y'all, man. So what's good with everybody? How y'all doing out there tonight, man? What's going on? How y'all feeling? You know what I mean? It's beautiful, man. It's truly beautiful, man. Roll your blunts up, man. Light your blunts up. Pour your glasses up, your shots up. Tap in and walk with us. You know what I mean? I said tap in and walk with us, babe. Go subscribe to that Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? Subscribe to the Patreon. You know what I'm talking about? We're about to get it in. I want to tell y'all something too. Next weekend is going to be a monumental weekend, right? Our brother Tariq Nasheed is organizing the first ever rally for reparations in Washington, D.C. We definitely going to be in the building. A Real Talk is definitely going to be in the building on the turf. You hear me? Live in flesh. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be there representing, holding it down, standing in solidarity and support with our brother Tariq Nasheed and all the other speakers that's going to be there. It's going to be historical and monumental, and it's only right that A Real Talk podcast is in the building, y'all. So y'all already know, you know what I'm saying, it's going down. Like I told y'all, I'm definitely going. You hear me? I got my ticket right here. You know what I'm talking about? I got my ticket right here. You hear me? We banging out next Saturday. Or should I say next Friday? And we definitely going to be in the building, man. We're going to give y'all over here at A Real Talk Podcast, man. We're going to give y'all live from the turf, from the front line, from the whole entire situation, live coverage of the whole entire event. I'm going to blog my whole trip there. I'm going to blog while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my brother Red Supreme TV will be able to show up. There's going to be a lot of other content creators in the building, and we definitely going to get some networking and interconnecting and going on. You know what I'm talking about? All of that. If you are able-bodied, you should be in the building yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Roll up your blunts, man. Light up your blunts. Pour up something good, man. You already know we over here off of this right here. I told you I'm saving this bottle for a special occasion. You know what I'm saying? The lemon haze. My brother Serville Wally. You hear me? We're gonna go in. You know what I'm talking? We got the lemon haze. We poured it up, celebrating my brother Dez with his album. And we definitely celebrating the life of my brother K-Rail. So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all go over there to Facebook. Holler at my man Serville, Riley, Wiggles Juice, CO, Draped Imperial Grapes. You know what I'm talking about? We got my brother DOTCALM in the building right now. We about to bring him up shortly. And we going to get straight to it, man. We ain't going to play no games. We ain't messing around. I don't know. I keep seeing him coming in and out, so I don't know what's going on with this situation over there. But we're going to get it together because we about to go in. You dig? Rest of the essence to my brother K-Rail, man. Physically gone, but spiritually still here. You feel me? You can hear me, Daz, and I can see you. So right, just make sure if you on your phone, bro, just sit your phone down somewhere, prop it up real nice so we can get a full picture of you. And whatever your light source is, make sure your light source is in front of you, not behind you. You hear me? That's a key tip for y'all out there too, man. When y'all doing y'all interviews on whatever y'all doing on StreamYard, have your light source in front of you, shining on you. Don't have a light source behind you or a light source on top of you. That way your whole face and stuff can be lit up and we can get straight to the demonstration. You hear me? But yeah, we're going to get straight to it, man. We ain't playing no games or wasting no time. I got my man Wax watching in on Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? Go over here to YouTube. That's what we really want. We want y'all to come over here to YouTube, tap in and walk with us. You hear me? It's a beautiful thing tonight, man. You know, so I got my brother DOTCALM in the building. We about to get into this classic fire album, man. When I first heard this album, I was shocked. Like I said, I've been doing this dude. I've been doing Dez since we was kids, man. And I never knew he rapped. I never knew he had bars. It don't surprise me. I'm going to tell you that. It don't surprise me at all. You know what I'm saying? The brother's very intelligent. And 9 times out of 10, most dudes who are extremely intelligent got bars. Let me tell you two things. Two things about guys who are extremely intelligent. One, they got bars. Two, they're probably very good at chess as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Dez play chess. I don't know if he does or not, but I'm pretty sure if he do, he's good. You know what I mean? And he got bars. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, you heard that from me, man. Those two things kind of coincide. They kind of go hand in hand with each other, especially when it comes to us guys who are extremely intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We tend to have a lot of talents and skills and gifts. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in, pour up, roll up, and walk with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know, waving the camera or whatever when you ready, Daz, and we're going to get right to it, man. Make sure you got your phone propped up in a nice area, stationary. Make sure you got you all the way in frame. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you know if you all the way in frame. You know what I mean? And we about to get straight to it, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? We about to get into it. Beautiful situation tonight, man. You understand what I'm saying? Got my man DEYSAUN Jones, a.k.a. DOTCALM, Northside, Columbus, Ohio representative. You know what I'm saying? Aglet Green, Somerset, all of that. You know we must a unified front, and we coming together to make this situation beautiful tonight. You hear me? Rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro. Happy born day to my brother K-Ro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say happy born day to K-Ro in the comment section, man. If you from Columbus, Ohio, man, 9 times out of 10, you probably knew my brother. 9 times out of 10, you probably know me. 9 times out of 10, you probably know my sister Adrian. You definitely probably know my mom, Miss Val. You hear me? Now that's perfect right there, Des, but you got to make sure that your face is in the frame too. Yeah, you gotta you gotta make sure the phone's stationary, bro. You know what I mean? Make sure the phone's stationary. I'm gonna wait till you get the phone right, then I'm gonna bring you up, man. We're gonna get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want to put the phone somewhere where it's capturing your whole facial at. Yeah, that's not good right there, Des. I'm gonna let you know when you're good to go. See that's cool right there, but yeah, that's cool right there. Where the just was at, where it's in your whole face. Yeah, right there is good, right there. I can't hear you, but I can see you. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let me bring you in real quick. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah.
All right.
All right, you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, so we got my brother right here, man, from another mother, man. This is one of my guys from the hood, from the north side. Like I said, Aglet Green, Somerset. I've been knowing this brother here a long time, man. You know what I mean? He's definitely a Columbus, Ohio representative, definitely a Columbus, Ohio champ. You hear me? And I just wanted to give my brother his shine that he deserved and have him come on the show tonight. Not only that, it's my brother K-Ro's born day today. You hear me? My brother been gone 4 years today, or 4 years, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Since, his last birthday. You know what I'm saying? He was alive, he'd be turning 46. And you know what I'm saying? My brother Des definitely was real tight with my brother. They had their own relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like how my brother had with a lot of people. So, you know what I'm saying? This is also a celebration of his life. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. So it's like a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even plan for it to be like this. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful thing. That just let you know how God works. You know, so let you know how God works.
Big facts.
So I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna sit up there, you know what I'm saying? Let you introduce yourself, tell them who you are, where you from, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I know you probably want to say some words for K-Ro, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that right now.
Well, obviously, I know, as he said before, it's DOTCALM is obviously the artist name. DEYSAUN Jones. You know, a lot of people know me that, especially if you know me for sports. Dez as well. Right. It's funny because my cousin Q, his brother Will, used to say, there's one DEYSAUN.com. They all rhyme, right? Yeah. Which is funny. But that's all my names in one, you know what I'm saying? So, Aglet Green, Somerset, as he said before, I'm definitely a Northeast representative, definitely Northeast committee. Definitely gonna rep that to the death because we is the best side of town, period. When it comes to sports, when it comes to music, when it comes to money, when it comes to women, I can go on. So you know what I mean? Definitely
North
Northeast
side is the
represent.
best side, man.
Easy, man. Easy.
They already know.
Straight up, man. You know what I mean? And K-Roll, man. I remember. I'm gonna say this about K-Roll, man. Because I remember when he used to serve us free lunch in Agler Green.
Back in the day. Talk to him.
And when I was like 4 or 5 years old type shit, you know what I'm saying? He was a hustler. He was so much of a hustler. I found out he used to flip the money he used to get from serving us free lunch into some other shit in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But we little, young. I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he doing, but he was flipping his money. He definitely was K-Roll because he had that bankroll. You know what I mean? So he was legendary to me because no matter what shit he was doing, he always cared for, you know what I mean, where he was from and the people around him. He always wanted you to be good. And he could floss anything to the top of the T. It might not even be as much as you think it is, but he gonna make you think that it is because that's how he was. You know what I mean? You could never tell. You know what I mean? This shit might cost $1,000 and you think it costs $100 because he knew how to motherfucking do that. You know what I mean? That's K-Roll in a sense of itself. And I remember, I can recall this last thing I'm gonna say, but I recall when he came home from jail one time and he was like, I remember back in after my accident, 04, like 05, 06, he came home and I had popped a bottle of Cristal at the joint in the beginning of 05, first ever time popping a bottle of Cristal. And I took a picture. And this when they used to throw them joints at the R&B shit off of Walford and Moores. Right? And K-Roll was like, man, I had your picture in jail. He was like, man, he's like, everybody was pointing like, man, who was that nigga right there? Looked like a star. He said he is a star.
Right.
And that whole that's dear to me because, you know what I mean? I feel like it was respect, number one, and it's what it is. And I feel like K-Roll thought I was a star since I was young, man. So I love him. I miss him. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we could do this on this day. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's going to forever live on, man. Definitely.
Right. That's a beautiful thing. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you pay respect to your loved ones that are no longer here in the physical. You know what I'm saying? It's a tragic situation with my brother. You know what I'm saying? I miss my brother dearly. You hear me? And this is something that I always say when I speak about my brother. You hear me? My brother knew a lot of people. We know a lot of similar people. You hear me? We got a lot of similar acquaintances. But everybody has their own relationship and experience they have with K-Roll. You know what I'm saying? And I just tell everybody just to hold on to them positive experiences and memories you had, because that's what's keeping K-Roll alive, even though he ain't physically here. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you pay homage to your loved ones that are no longer here. Rest in the essence to my brother. I miss him dearly, love him to death. You hear me? And also, right, happy born day to him as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was here, he was 46. And I know we'd probably be big kicking it tonight if my brother was still here. So it's only right that we do what we do in the night. It's a beautiful situation. I'm excited. I've been waiting for it ever since me and Des put this together. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy right here is, you know what I'm saying, he a gem out of my city for real. I got hella respect for Des. You know what I'm saying? He been organizing that Northeast Side reunion for ever since I can remember. I don't know what the timestamp is on it though, but I know every time we had the situation pop in, Des had his hand in it. He orchestrated the situation, put everything together. And I just want to take my hat off to him for keeping that going. You know what I'm saying? Since I was gone, because I was hearing about it when I was locked up.
Yeah, along with Rob P, Myron, you know what I mean, Marshall, like it's a lot of us, Tracy. Right. We all in there together. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad I ain't got nothing to sip. I'm gonna sip this water and act like it's liquor.
It's all good. We celebrating anyway. Whether you sipping water or wine, we still gonna represent. You know what I'm saying? And by speaking of such,
my voice is gone.
I'm drinking this lemon haze wine from my man Servell Raleigh.
That look good.
Wiggles Juice, you know what I'm saying? CEO of Draped Imperial Grape, straight out of Columbus, Ohio. Black owned, family owned winery and distillery. You hear me? So y'all make sure y'all go shop with my dude. I got my brother DOTCALM on the building now. I want you to sit up there, Des, and tell them who you is, where you from, what motivated you to start picking up that pen and putting it to that paper and writing them illustrious, beautiful bars you be putting together, brother?
Man, well, honestly, man, you know, I mean, a lot of people know me as being an athlete. That's what I did. I was just a multi-talented athlete, man. Like, I wanted to be the best, period. You know what I mean? And from where I was from, it was always competitive anyway.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I got all these people. I gotta be the best. My name is gonna ring bells, period. That's what I always knew. You know what I'm saying? Even with my little brother, I'm like, nigga, you gonna follow my footsteps because we about to ring bells out here. You know what I mean? So it was always sports for me, for sure. But I always had a music background as well, to where I would play instruments. You know, I played the piano, drums, a couple other instruments, not too detailed into it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I could do it. You know what I mean? Used to sing. Always with rap, but I used to play with it. You know what I'm saying? So I used to just play with it to where I would rap and be like, yo, it's buttermilk biscuits. And you know what I mean? Like some shit, like, you know what I mean? On some English.
Just messing around type shit.
Because I'm a clown too. At the end of the day, I get on stage, I can do some shit too with that comedy. So I would just clown with it, you know what I mean? So I never really took it seriously. I did some talent shows back in the day, even NYSP. You know, I always rocked with people that did music, period. And then when I came back home from Minnesota from playing football, my freshman, sophomore year, my dude Headache, man, shout out to Headache. People ain't seen him, but he was like in the DJ scene / music scene. He hooked me up with a beat banger. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know what beat banger is, he's the one that got the song Cameron and Weezy, Lil Wayne, Suck It or Not, or whatever that shit's called.
Oh,
he was the one that actually, he was the one that actually did the beat, right?
Okay.
Chubby got credit for it, but that's because he paid for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But B Banger did the beat, so I get with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 18, 19 years old, and I had wrote a couple raps in Minnesota. And I remember going to this contest in Minnesota, and I won this shit. And the people around me, football players, was like, they couldn't believe it. Like,
yeah, you can really rap, though. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying? Because we athletes, and I just started going nuts.
Right.
And this when battling was hot, so I was killing niggas like on some battle shit. You know what I mean? So I did that shit, came back home. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we're supposed to be playing football again and everything, but you know how life goes. It don't really go how you expect it.
Right.
You want to go to the house they play, but you know, you got this shit calling you where you making money out here, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck school. You know what I mean? So you get to tour the way in a lot of ways from shit that you're supposed to do because, you know what I mean, there's certain shit that come in your path. And I respect anything that comes in your path because you either going to learn or you're going to drown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So I take it with a grain of salt. But came back home, he gave me a beat, which was crazy. It had a sample in it. And you know what I'm saying? The sample was so smooth. Like I never heard nothing like this before. So I didn't really know samples. This is like before like Kanye was coming into it. Jay-Z and them was starting to do this like 2002, right? You know what I mean? So the sample game was really getting heavy. It had already been heavy, but it was on more heavier mode now because a lot of people was like song cry and all that shit. You know what I mean? That sample game was getting heavy. You know what I mean? So I heard it, and I don't know. I'm gonna tell you like this, Virgil, on real shit.
Right. I
don't know what got into me to where I was, and this is 2002 right here, and I'm gonna say it for y'all because I remember it. The sample was, you said what up?
I said talk to him, bro.
My voice is going, but the sample was ooh, ooh. It was so melodic. It captured my mind. And this is what I said on it. I said, it's likeness, but most of these cats just want to like this path that they want to walk down, knowing they might slip. Wanting nice kicks, roll around town, pushing them tight whips, ignite this fantasy dreamer, sipping ice crisp like this. I don't think you could either. World made me a believer you could get shot over sneakers. Here comes the Reaper, the grim one, and he'll come for you and the lost ones, still stuck up in the bleachers. It's getting deeper. Metaphors that I spit for the poor and the rich, all the ones that's glad to meet you. Master the teacher, how the streets are sucking young cats just like leeches. Like we all catching the fever, minus the measles. Making money, spending money, block is a visa. Until the cops see it, it's the feature. That's 2002. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's good. You good, bro? That's no 2002 bars,
2002, man.
Right.
And it's still relevant today.
20 years ago, if y'all can't do y'all math, man.
Bro, 2002, I was 19 years old, man.
Right.
So he heard that. It was like, okay, this nigga's nice. You know what I'm saying? So I started fucking around with Chubby Baby. I got to meet Cameron.
Right.
Jim Jones, all of them early. Like I'm going around. Free Papa Joe. I would go to the Ritz, see him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I remember one time, and the youngest, I don't care. He gave me some money to go get some bottles, and I kept some of it because I tipped him. Like it was a lot of money. I was like, you rich as hell. Hey, listen, swear to God, I'm going through the crowd at the Ritz.
Y'all getting exclusive content right now tonight, man. Y'all ain't gonna hear this nowhere else.
Hey, I ain't never told nobody that. But I'm going through the Ritz, people looking at me, I get on stage, I'm like, yeah, man, give me some Patron, give me some damn, I don't even know. It was Cristal. Give me some Patron and Cristal and I think Armadale. Man, they was like, yeah, we ain't got no, they gave me some bottles. She was like, I was like, how much? She was like, what she said? I had like, I don't know how much I had, bro. But I know when it was left over, I had like $400. And watch this. The nigga Pop was like, he said, where my change at? I said, I tipped her. He just laughed. He laughed like, yeah, all right, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I mean? It was crazy, man. I could recall like one of them, it was either Hellware or J.R. Ryder was reaching over to rap and somebody tried to snatch their chain.
Right.
The motherfuckers jumped off the stage, security. So I remember times like that early on, man. It was, you know, waking up across from Jim Jones, and you know, was a now well-known rapper. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you know who he is. And this was when he was nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to hotel rooms. He across from me. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like he's not big at the time, so I'm not thinking nothing of it. But I remember the security asking him like, hey man, you got your jewelry? And he hit his pocket. All you heard was cling, cling, cling. Look, cling, 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 cling. Like he was good then. And like, you know what I mean? So I love that experience, man. I don't think they knew they had a gym in their hand, you know what I'm saying? They didn't, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what really brought me into the music phase, man, as far as leaving the sports alone, even though I still play sports after that. I played arena football and all that, but music was what it was, man. I just always been connected, and I knew that's what God had me here for, you know what I mean? And that's what started it. That's exactly what started it.
That's what's up, man. That's a beautiful story, man. You know what I mean? Beautiful story, man. And that's just what I wanted to hear too, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. We got my brother DOTCALM in the building, man. My brother from the north side of Columbus, Ohio. Rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro. Happy
Hey, Northeast though.
Huh?
We Northeast, man.
You are Northeast. You know what I'm saying? Northeast. You right. I stand corrected. You right. Northeast. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it mixed up or nothing like that. So we're gonna get straight into this album, man. You know what I'm saying? This album right here was a fire joint. I remember when it first came out, and I told you that this was it's gonna be a classic album. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. The production just was top tier. You think it was something that you would have got from the store, or you know what I mean, one of these famous dudes or something like that. So I want you to go ahead and introduce the album. I don't know if you remember the exact line or just you ain't got necessarily introduce like the first track. We're gonna go like that, but just go ahead and talk about, you know what I'm saying, what inspires you to write this album. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into the first track, the introduction track.
Before we go into the album,
right?
I don't mean to take you back, but, you know, a lot of people know my story. I got brought back to life from a car accident and shit. Somebody drugged my drink on the 21st, you know what I mean, which was heavy back in 2004 at the Cabana, which was a music scene where if you was a battle rapper, you was rapping, you was at the Cabana Club. Drake came to the Cabana Club, and we didn't even know it. He was doing the Degrassi shit, and he came to the Cabana Club because he wanted to know where the hip hop shit was in the city back in '05, and it was at the Cabana Club. He was at the Cabana Club, and we didn't even know. But that's another story. Stories, but my whole thing as far as music, based off of that, going into being with where I'm from, the Ruckers, Bringers, all that, you know what I'm saying? TOG, which is the best. We was Wu-Tang, better than Wu-Tang type shit, because everybody in Wu-Tang couldn't go, but everybody in TOG could go. That's the essence, like you said. My brother Ness passed on, was one of the nicest, was on his way up before he got tragically left here. Young Wise, Straight, you know what I'm saying? All the Ruck cats, you know what I'm saying? Knicks, Dacko, Screech, all of them, you know what I mean? Squizzy, Glowy, he over there on the West Coast now. We had a Jamaican cat, Cruz, he's on the whatever they call that. He's on one of them hot joints, hot top 100s. He was a part of TOG. So I'm gonna put that into perspective too before I get to the Book of Jones. But it's been a wave of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And we just was at the wrong time. If the internet was around as far as YouTube and social media, TOG, it would have been there. Easy. We would be talking on the yacht right now, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, that didn't happen. Shit goes on, you move on. I had an album called Believe Me Now. Steezo, who's a well-known engineer in Columbus, man. He do shit for big people. He does when they come to their club, he's like the sound man and all that. They have some big artists come, and he's a sound man. And some he had big artists in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So I recorded my album there, was Believe Me Now. And it was during 06, 07 frame and all that way. And his system crashed. And it was one of the most devastating moments ever, because that's when I had a lot of momentum there for the Believe Me Now movement. And it kind of made me, I lost love for it, like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? And then my dude Graham Mario, who was actually we're gonna talk about him as far as Book of Jones, because he's the one that actually came up with the name. But he told me to drop Believe Me Now. I dropped it in 2 weeks because he said, you need to put some shit out, man. You need to stop playing around. And I was with his cousin, you know what I mean? Me and his cousin was together. So we need to put it out, and I'll drop that in 2010. Open up for Corey Guns at Scully's. And the Believe Me Now was dope. You know what I'm saying? That was in 2010, but it was a mixtape. I had All City, the DJ from DJ All City. He was hosting the mixtape, and it was dope, man. So that I just want to get out of the way before I got into the Book of Jones. So that was
gotta lay foundation, bro.
Got to, because we about to put that back on the internet. Because I'm telling you, this was the CD. I sold out of CDs. This was CDs, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put that on the internet though, because it's still better than what y'all niggas is doing right now. And that was 2010. You know, I'm definitely confident and cocky at the same time a little bit. And I don't like a lot of people that put out music because y'all just put the shit out because y'all think it's a fad. No, I do it for real. So jump into the session. Like I did the Believe Me Now, you know, was kind of like, you know, definitely in a relationship at the time. So I was focused on that. So I kind of left music alone. You know what I'm saying? Like TLG was still doing their thing, but then we split up, and then you had people doing shows, still doing shows. Q Nemesis he shut down the Ohio Hip Hop Awards at the Shrine Temple. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, in essence, to Hellraiser. You know what I'm saying? They shut that shit down. That was a great show. That was a great show, man. It was a united. That was like the only time the city was united, when Q called everybody up on stage, and it was dope for the city. But I was kind of out of the music scene at that point. You know what I'm saying? I was like about to be 30 years old, and it was like, man, let me just, you know what I mean? Let me go focus on something else. You know what I mean? What I'm doing, because, you know what I mean? I always love it, but it's like, fuck that. It ain't gonna work. My girl ain't wanting me to do it no more, so I'm like, fuck it. Let me stop it. And that was the wrong thing to do. That was the wrong thing to do, honestly. And I'm gonna tell anybody out there as an artist, anything that you do, it don't even gotta be music. If you are passionate about anything in your life, never give up. It doesn't matter who tells you to stop. No matter who tells you if you owe or whatever the case may be. If it is making you happy, do it. Because if that person is going to try to destroy your happiness, they don't need to be in your life. And I'm not saying that she did that to destroy it, to be right. And you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing like that. But at the end of the day, we wasn't meant to be at that point, because if this ain't what you rocking with, and this is what is making me happy, I'm not saying I'm about to be the biggest star, but I'm good. And you know I'm good because I met you at a place that was a venue like this because you was a model for it. And I was at my nigga Scrape shit. Shout out to Scrape back in 07 at the Bowman when we had his album release, Play My Shit. I got to check that out too.
Bowman was fire, man. I missed that spot, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I fell out of love with music, man. I just was out of it. And then I would hear everything going on with it. My dude Ness had started going crazy. He was signed his he had got management dude who you remember Stack Bundles?
Yeah.
His management was the same people with Stack Bundles. Okay. Ness was on his way. He was there. He was 31 when he passed. I was 33. He would have been I was about to turn. No, I was 34. He was about to turn 33 because he was 85 like my little brother. But he shut down Confest. And that's why I said November 16th when we get back on here. It's his birthday. But he shut down Confest, killed it. And, it was some tragic that happened to him where, he was in the hospital when he never came back out of the hospital. You know what I mean? And that was bad. And it was so bad because he was next. Ness would be in the industry right now. If Ness was here, he would have been in the industry. Right. And he was TOG from Toledo, but he was raised here. You know what I mean? We raised him I knew him since he was 17, 18 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to see him flourish like that, it was good, even though I was still on the outside looking in. And then when he passed, I went to a 2 times 2 fest. They had like a tribute for him. And so I went, and it was like so many people started reaching out to start hitting me up like Schoolboy Q. I ain't seen him in years. Like I was always connected with the rap scene in the city, man. Like I was always like, I had my own connections. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know I was always connected. So people was reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? Even who was with Jeru? Jay Swift, producer. You know, I gotta see you too. Jay Swift, if you're watching this, I gotta see you. But Jay Swift, he was you know what I mean, he seen me there. And it was like, man, you ain't rapping no more. I'm like, nah. And then it was just like, it basically got me into the form. It's 2017. You know what I'm saying? Then my dude Grim, which is Mario, he seen me like, man, he said, I got this idea. I'm gonna talk to you about it. I said, cool. So I'm getting all these beats and shit like from certain people, and I'm getting back into the mode. I'm getting hungry. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going out. I stay in the crib and I play a beat. I get excited. I get so excited. I order some food and I get excited when the food get there, and then I'm about to write some music. So you know what I'm saying? Like my whole good, you know how somebody get excited because they get a drink and they in the club. I'm getting excited because I got some food coming and I'm about to write some music. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. By myself, don't need nothing else. I got into that mode and it was just like, this is what's popping. So I'm writing a different shit. I'm going hard. I'm like, oh yeah, this is about to be crazy. Talk to Mario. He like, man, I want to do a project, man. And then he was like, yeah, I said, it's cool. Yeah, I said, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? He gave me little hints of what he wanted to do, like record certain shit, record us in the studio, do little vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ever did it here. So we was prepping the shit up to where we was releasing vlogs where we were talking about certain shit. It's all on the internet. All you gotta do is type in .com, DOTCALM, YouTube, you'll see certain vlogs come up. We got them all over the place.
Right.
And the process of creating the Book of Jones. You know what I'm saying? And this started in 2017. 2017 is when it started. Right. So we started, I recorded probably December 2017 is when I recorded Moody. That long ago. Like it was either the beginning of 2018 or end of 2017. So I recorded Moody in 2018 or end of 2017. beginning of 2018, like either December or January 2018. That same song won an award in 2019 in June or July. That's how long ago it was. You know what I'm saying? So we took a long time because we felt like it was going to be something that was going to be different. It was building up to what it was. And we didn't have a name for it. You know, I wanted to go with the Believe Me Now thing, and then Grim was like, nah, we need to do something different. And then we came back in the studio, he said, man, it's called The Book of Jones. And I'm like, wow. And if you think about it, you will hear this once we go through it right now, you're going to see how every song is a different chapter of life and really speaks to what a book is. Because a book is chapters. And the Book of Jones is just that. It's chapters of life. And I didn't come up with the name. I swear to God I did. Mario did. Graham came up with the name. We was in the studio by ourselves. And then we had many a nights in the studio by ourselves, like just on some energy shit. No drinking, no smoke. Well, he'll smoke sometimes. But if I smoke, I'm going to get funny as hell. So you get me weed, ain't shit getting done because I'm going to start cracking on everything. But so it was just organic, man. The feel was just natural. And it felt so good because we both was going through shit in our life at that time. And the only outlet we had was music. And so I put my all into it, you know what I mean? Because that's all I had, you know what I mean? It was just like, let me do something for not just myself, for everybody. And I've always been an artist like that, a person like that anyway, to where my music is based on the world and what's going on or pain. I think I bring pain to reality as far as people try to hide it with alcohol, drugs, or try to hide it in you or whatever it is, but people don't want to face reality. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I tell people this all the time. You know what I mean? Especially the ones close to me. I tell them like, hey, you can go to that club, be high, be drunk as hell, having a good time, and be cool because you fucked up. But when you go back home and that shit wear off, whatever you was going through is going to come right back up because that feeling that you had, to take it away, the pain and all that shit, you use ulterior things like drugs, whatever it is, weed, coke, anything to try to stimulate your brain. But when the shit wear off, you right back in that same boat. So if you were struggling, you had that car note due, your relationship is fucked up.
Whatever the situation is.
Anything, man, it's going to be right back in your face. So you might as well deal with it instead of trying to do something else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We got Nachimi Agape said, what inspired the song Moody? I got it highlighted on the screen right there if you can see it.
It says, okay, hold on. My eyes is bad as hell. But look, Moody was inspired because when you hear when we go through the album, you're gonna be like, it doesn't go with the album. Right. Moody is the only song that doesn't go with the album. Everything else is a concept.
Right.
I'm talking about something. Moody, I'm just freestyling, like I'm just rapping.
Right.
Moody is just basically just telling me like I rap better than all y'all.
Right.
And so that's all I was doing was just rapping.
Right.
And it won an award though, so that's what's up.
That's what's up. So we're going to get straight to it, man. We ain't going to waste no time. We got my brother DOTCALM in the building, my brother DEYSAUN Jones. I've been knowing this guy basically all my life, man. We got my man, number one Fly God in the building. What's good? 614 in the building. You already know. He said the album is fire. My man, number one Fly God. He from the turf as well.
That's what's up.
So we got Columbus, Ohio in the building. Yeah, Legends in the building. You already know, man. You already know, number one Fly God. I rock with you. We're going to link up here.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that, family. Yeah, always blessings, man.
614 in the building. We're going to get straight into the album, man. We're going to get to the introduction track, and let's go, man. We ain't going to waste no time. It's my brother on the program right now, my brother DOTCALM on the joint. We listen to his classic album, Book of Jones. Let's go.
What is the definition of enlightenment? The action of enlightenment or the state of being enlightened. Within this book, You will read chapters that will enlighten you with knowledgeable references of everyday life struggles, trials, and tribulations. During this journey, you may run across a chapter or page that directly speaks to you. Take heed to the voice which speaks to you. Realize the pain and the hindrance this chapter may have caused in your life. Once you've realized and come to terms with these scenarios that you're facing and have faced, only then will you triumph over these obstacles or dark periods and redeem the light on the other side. Grill Face, Southland.com. We are the Book of Jones.
Hey, did you write that? Book of Jones. Book of Jones. Book of Jones. They ain't gonna like that. Book of Jones. Book of Jones. Book of Jones. Hey, did you write that? Book of Jones. Book of Jones. Book of Jones. They ain't gonna like that. Book of Jones. Lights are dim on the gym. I am him flying in from the eye of beholders who hold on the helm. This indeed is a plea that you see what you see when you open the book and continue to read. Get a glimpse of the prince who turned into a king with no knowledge of father, just followed his dream and proceed to believe that achieving his dreams would have took more than looks for him falling asleep. So now you realize that your real lives begin after you're young, after you're young, and you penalize the decisions once made and shaped from under sun. And pain is a reality that we all know too well. We all know too well, and the thirst for more information lies deep within the well. Can't you tell? We're not living in the fairy tale, just the hardships of life. Pretending not to fail, but oh well, But once you awake from that dream that looms so long, you will finally understand why this the Book of Jones. I admit I have slipped in the darkest a bit at a time in my life, just trying to get rich. Almost died, but I did, but the time wasn't it. Reaper tailored my suits, but the lines didn't fit. Found a crease in the lease, was determined to beat any odds stacked against me. Can't accept the fee, pay the fee to receive all the knowledge in me. Open up, take a look in the book, it is me. I am me. Book of Jones, Book of Jones, Book of Jones. They ain't gonna like that. Book of Jones, Book of Jones, Book of Jones. Hey, did you write that? Book of Jones, Book of Jones, Book of Jones, Book of Jones. They ain't gonna like that. Book of Jones, Book of Jones, Book of Jones.
So that was the first track, the intro track, you know what I'm talking about, to my brother's classic album, The Book of Jones. Man, I want you to sit up there, Des, and go ahead and tell them the inspiration behind that track right there, man.
What's so funny is that when we recorded Book of Jones, which was, released in March of 2020, I released it. Right. That's what I didn't say before we did. I released it 4 days after COVID shut down. My birthday is March 23rd, right? So I got a video called Take It All. We released it on my birthday, March 23rd, 2020, 323. So y'all hear I say 323? It's the best day. It's the best number. Play that in the numbers because it's coming out too. But it's just so significant. You know what I mean? It's the 23rd. Because I brought back to life on the 23rd day in 04 on Route 23. It was a movie called 23 with Jim Carrey. We can get that. Another story.
That movie is dope too.
Yeah. So the Enigma 23 is real. But we are 4 days after, on the March 27th, we released it, The Book of Jones. But I had already had the songs done in December 2019. So we had to meet the deadline, and we heard we had a listening thing for the shit at the studio. And I'm like, nah. I said, we need an intro and an outro. Wow. And he was like, well, you only got tomorrow. You only got a day to do it. So I recorded the intro and the outro the next day.
That's what's up. Dedication.
And I was kind of inspired by, I'm an Outkast fan, Andre. You know what I mean? Like, he's very intellectual. He's in my top It's one of the coldest ever.
Right.
So even how you hear me talk on there after I'm rapping, like, so you're penalized for the decision was made. I kind of got that from him a little way, you know what I mean? But it just kind of was like, don't let me just rap, let me talk because it's a book. So let me introduce, you know how in the book, when you open the book, it's an introduction.
Right.
So let me introduce you to this Book of Jones.
And that's how we got it right there, man. That's fire right there, man. Listen, y'all go get this album right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to go ahead and do this real quick. You hear me? I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat right now. Y'all go down and get this album right now. Y'all can go listen to it on YouTube. You dig me, man?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit this link right here. It's in the chat. You hear me? I'm going to put it on the screen. And y'all can follow along. Go listen to that album at your leisure, man. We about to get to the next track. We ain't going to waste no time. The next track is called Congratulations. This is one of my favorite joints on the album. We're going to get straight to it. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineering. We got my man DOTCALM from the city, 614, representing northeast side of town. You know, so we listen to his classic album, Book of Jones, and we get into the number 2 track, Congratulations. Let's go.
Beat you from the cheap seats, snakes, rats, and pigs agree. Where you eat if you sleep. I'm in the lead, that's why them enemies keep defending me, pretend to be. In the end, you see your money back. Don't be a generate only. Congratulations. Don't believe in me, soon we'll see. Congratulations. I don't speak without cause. I won't even indulge a presence of a fraud. It's death by law. If you cross me at all, and I'm stating the truth, I can prove me a new pack. Not a new port to get your 2 back. Got a new source and a few force to do force to move forwards, but it's still northeast. Aim for my lane, no. They know I ain't never changed up for their hoe. Crept slow after my wreck though, cause I was a wreck, yo, and I ain't even had get-go. Feeling stepped on, cause the best was overlooked and overcooked from being slept on. I know how I moved from back in the day when I left home, then I cruised the West Zone, but feeling the feelings I'm feeling is a dogma. Still in my illness for villains killing dog, bruh. Chilling with killers and pillars and trinkers and tweakers and leeches don't really throw the calm nuts. Cause it was all love, but now it's all dust. I'm about to fog up cause I'm charged of calling all this. Your peach from the cheap seats, snakes, rats, and pigs agree. Where you eat if you sleep, ain't getting none of that. I'm in the league, that's why them enemies keep defending me, pretend to be. In the end, you'll see your money back. You don't be a more money, more problems. No way you can solve them. Jealousy is in the column, zipping up the bag. Cause it's my check. I saw my name at the bottom. My name is a novel. They don't want you to make it. They just want you to follow. Take another sip. While they watch you drink. To make sure that you swallow. A heart became hollow. I wasn't praying for tomorrow. Every day feeling borrowed. Tamed like a blog though. With a barcode. Had us also. I'm talking carload. Pick it and pack it and rack it with the lingo. Get it and split it and stack it with the dango. Shit I was missing was hitting every game go. Just got different with niggas that I can't go. Beg my pardon all the years of waiting. In the dark, a lot of niggas is hating. I don't know why they delaying my greatness. Maybe because they chickens digging my playlist. Can't you blame a man for making a statement? In advance, ambulance is waiting. Cause I probably have more patience than patience. Do you get it? I don't know. Peep you from the cheap seats, snakes, rats, and pigs a creep. Where you eat if you sleep, ain't getting I've been elite, that's why them enemies keep befriending me, pretend to be. In the end, you'll see eventually your money back. Beat you from the cheap seats, snakes, rats, and pigs a creep. Where you eat if you sleep, ain't none of that. I've been elite, that's why them enemies keep befriending me, pretend to be. In the end, you'll see eventually your money back. Hate on me, generate only. Congratulations for those who don't believe in me. Soon we'll see. Congratulations on me,
Congratulations. Oh, yeah, y'all already know, man. That's one of my favorite tracks on this joint, though. My man was dropping heavy bars on that, though. So dance up there. Tell us the inspiration behind that song. What went into the process of making it? All of that, man. We gotta know, man.
Man, that was a beat by AU. So
By
AU
who?
was TOG. Shout out to Audio Unit. He was a TOG member at one point.
Okay.
He's one of the original members of TOG. But I told you we had this shit on lock, man. We had, if you was TOG, it was TOG or nothing, man. Nobody was fucking with it. But that's like another story. But when I got the beat, I remember hearing it. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I gotta go hard on this.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear the beat, when you hear it, like, y'all might hear it through these speakers of the phone and really not getting the gist of what it is. But the shit, if you hear surround sound in the club, the shit's crazy. It'll captivate you, you know what I mean? But congratulations came because if you hear my hook, I say this. I say, peeped you from the cheap seats, which is all the way at the top. You in the cheap seats, which means you ain't got no money to buy no expensive seats, right? So I peeped you in the cheap seats. Snakes, rats, pigs, and creep where you eat. Nobody likes snakes, rats, pigs, none of that shit, right? So I said, snakes, rats, pigs, and creep where you eat if you sleep. You ain't get none of that. Meaning, like, y'all ain't even getting what the fuck I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm saying right there. Peep you in the cheap seats, snakes, rats, pigs, and creep where you sleep or eat where you sleep. You ain't getting none of that. I've been elite. I've been on another level.
Right.
I've been elite. That's why my enemies befriend me because they want to get close to me. They're trying to take, you know what I mean? Listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
Peep you from the cheap seats, snakes, rats, and pigs, and creep because they trying to figure out what the fuck you doing. You ain't getting none of that. I've been elite. That's why these enemies keep befriending me, pretend to be, but in the end, you'll see you will guarantee your money back because some motherfuckers ain't what you bought. Right. You know what I mean? So, but I'm saying congratulations because it was supposed to be a video. The video would have had a section of me getting an award. My concept was me, I was going to get an award somewhere, and everybody would have stood up clapping, but everybody on their back would have had a sign that said, wants to fuck your girl, really doesn't like you. He's a hater for it. Everybody would have had a sign on their back, really going against you, but they congratulate you.
Right.
That's the concept of congratulations.
That's that fake love, man.
Exactly. You got to peep the song. When you listen to it again, peep what I'm saying in the song.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll make perfect sense why I'm saying congratulations. No, There ain't no really congratulations. You mad that I'm doing what I'm doing, but you just gonna You try, and that's what we see. We see that as people every day. People gonna give you fake love every day.
Right.
But it's really not real. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you can lose your life over fake love. So I really want people to take heed to who's in your life, who you got around, who you call your friend, who you call your family.
Right.
It's dangerous out here, man. They can act like they want you to win, but they don't. Because if you win it, ain't no love there, man. I made a mistake a long time ago.
Hold on. The sound changed up a little bit though, Des. So I don't know what happened.
You said what up?
I said the sound sounded a little different. Like,
hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's like it's different. Like it sounds like it's a little farther away now or something.
Hold on. What about now?
It's the same. Like it was different. It was before. It was like you could hear you real clear. We could hear you, but it's kind of like it's in the distance or something.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. All right, hello?
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the sound changed. I mean, we can hear you, though. We just can't hear you as clear as we could before. But go ahead, though.
What it sound like now?
It just sounds like you just far off in the distance. Like this, I don't know what happened, but it sounds like it's not as clear as it was before, man.
I don't know. I put my charger because this was about to die, man. Can you hear me, though? Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can hear what you're saying, though.
Okay, so I made up a saying a long time ago. I said Ohio stands for Ohio hates its own. OHIO
Right,
stands for Ohio hates its own.
right,
Prime example, LeBron James is from Ohio. Most of the people that hate LeBron James is from Ohio.
right,
How? Ain't from where you from.
right.
Nobody wants somebody to be better than nobody wants somebody to make it. You had the money, he had the connections, but you want to be a rapper, but he's better than you. Why not put him on so we can all win?
Hey, Dez. Hey, how about this, bro? How about you drop out and come back in and see if that make the sound better?
What, you want me to leave?
Yeah, you come back in because the sound ain't right, man. It was sounding way better before. How about you just drop out and come back in and see if that bring the sound back to its original quality?
All right, cool.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't liking the way that was sounding, y'all. We're gonna have to bring my brother back in, man. He's gonna come back in. We're gonna bring him back up. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. This goddamn Columbus history right now. Rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's his birthday today as well. So happy born day to my brother K-Ro, as well as rest in the essence to him. We got my brother DOTCALM on the building. We breaking down this classic album, Book of Jones, man. We about to get into it. You know what I'm saying? We're having a minor technical difficulties. Y'all know how this is with this internet stuff, man. But we're going to get right back to it. We got my man, number one Fly God in the building, representing the turf as well, 614. We in the building. Young Tone back. You hear me, man? Yeah, that's better right there.
You all right?
Yeah, that's perfect. I knew that's what we had to do. We just had to reconnect. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and finish. Start off where you left off at.
No, I said I came up with a saying called OHIO,
right,
which is Ohio stands for Ohio hates its own.
Right.
Because a person might have the connections, or a person might have the money or anything, but they don't want you to do it because they want to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we all could do it together we all work together. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I said, like, prime example was LeBron James. He's from Ohio. He's about to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from a record that stands for 40 years, and motherfuckers got something to say.
Right.
Come on, man. Like, let that man live, man. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why he said what he said when he was like, you know, I'm going to go back to my normal life, and everybody going to go back to their normal life back in the day when he said that shit. Because y'all miserable. People is miserable as hell.
Right. They are.
And they're so miserable. They want everybody else to be miserable because they're not happy.
Right.
They're not happy. So you want everybody to be miserable. Who wants to be in misery, man? Like, I want to wake up and walk out the crib and see the sun and be good. Like, yeah, what's going on? I'm jipper. I'm good. I'm cool.
Right.
Hey, you might be going through something. I'm like, hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, it's going to be all right. Be happy for the next person, man.
That's a fact.
Because that's why we ain't winning right now, because we all want to hate on each other or compete with each other. The fuck out of here with that, man. That fake love, congratulations, really is that. The fake love people show you, and it really is what it is. It's fake love, man. They say congratulations, but really at the end of the day, they want your spot.
And you can't get it because you ain't got it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Now, this next track coming up, let me ask you this question. This next track coming up, right? It's called All of Me featuring Weezy. Is Weezy old girl? She from the city?
Yeah, Weezy. Shout out to Weezy, man. I forgot to actually put her and a couple other people that was on the, you know, as far as the album is concerned. AU, Diego, who did the guitar shit on my track 6. But Weezy, yeah, man, she always has the Weez Fest in October, beginning of October when her birthday is. She's an amazing artist, man. Everybody knows her. She's around. Check out her music, man. She's dope artist. She sings. And I remember when I came up with the song, and I was like, we need a female artist. He was like, man, I should get Weez. I was like, yeah, that'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? I never worked with her before, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, let's get her. You know what I mean? I wrote when I wrote the song, it sounded kind of crazy. Tomorrow watching, I kind of introduced him into really the chemistry of writing music, because I put a bridge on here and everything to where you would hear it break down into it to the chorus. Right. And I did all this. I write music for real. I was writing for a nigga in Dipset. Right. But I'm cold with it. Been cold with it. Right. So when you hear this, you will hear the artistry of how I broke down a song. People like, even with a lot of rappers don't know how to do shit like this. This is really like somebody who knows how to do music, the artistry of music. So yeah, all of me is Weez is dope, man. And it's based off like real life shit with me, you know what I mean? Right. From a past relationship.
All right, so we're gonna get right to it. We're gonna get right to it. This track right here, the next track coming up, All of Me featuring Weezy, straight out of Columbus, Ohio. Everybody on the track. So let's go, man. We getting straight to it. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Share on your social engineer, man. Tell everybody come tap in with us, man. Booker Jones, let's go.
Did it again, it's me all in the wind. One phone call had you calling again. Darling, I'm sorry, it was caught in the wind. Lord, please forgive me for all of my sins. You know that you are getting all of me. You're the only one I see. This is no apology. This is just a prophecy. From things that I've seen, goods always go bad. I ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to know that. All that lying and denying reason. I'm just trying to capture moments like a pic from Kodak. You know that. You're all of me. You're the only one I see. This is no apology. This is just a prophecy. Quit acting sick now. I could be the one to speak out. Ain't no honor in them comments when you know to leave out. All important shit, unfortunate that this ain't leak out. Equivalent to no support for a child. I'm in the me now. Had to fly my feet to these grounds. I took the deep route. I'm loud like a deacon and shout. It's hard to quiet noise when the secrets is out. I miss to all the voids when the evil amounts. And thoughts can be deployed when you reasonable doubt. But you leave with no voice once your choice is out. And the odd even out once you take into account for everything that you done being honest about. And I ain't thinking modest or trying to promise you doubt. I'm just emptying everything out of the pouch. Only difference is the words coming out of my mouth. And thankfully we had the urge to want to curve and reroute.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service. If you feel this message is error, please hang up and try your call again later.
Did it again, it's me all in the wind. One phone call had you calling again. Darling, I'm sorry, it was caught in the wind. Lord, please forgive me for all of my sins. You know that. You're getting all of me. You're the only one I see. This is no apology. This is just a prophecy. From things that I've seen, goods always go bad. I ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to know that. All that lying and denying reasons why you hold back. I'm just trying to capture moments like a pic from Kodak. You know that. You're getting all of me. You're the only one I see. This is no apology. This is just a prophecy. I ain't perfect, nobody walking on this earth is the surface before you entered in the circus. So what's our purpose? Fuck all to make it worth it. Cause everything that we try just isn't working. I know you hurting from the things I have done for certain. Entertaining from complaining, use a different person. Defamation, exclamation, I'm closing the curtain. And ain't no coming back from that, emergency is urgent. I could care less about the wave that's current. Cause I'm on another page and I keep turning. Paying homage to myself because I keep yearning. Every day's another lesson that I'm leech learning. Knowledge over monetary, that's a good earning. Learn from an old school, when in old school you seen Berman. Matter of fact, you didn't have the rollers but the permit. Told me if I wanted more game to get a permit. Women learn a lot of this work. Circuit percentages at 5, and that's I in the black worth is. And I ain't worthless, and you neither. I'ma move on, be a king, you become diva. In the world that you are in, make them believe you. The pearls and the jewels I be dropping make me a leader. The world that these niggas hip hop and make them a feature. The girl watching me now, I'm popping, but I don't see her. Pause for a minute, cause this ain't the beginning. This beginning at the end.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. That was that track right there. That all of me from Easy, man. We got my brother DOTCALM in the building, man. Go ahead and you know what I'm saying? I want to share this little tidbit about Weezy. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? My E&E homies, right?
Yeah.
I got a song with Weezy on there called Top Down. It's my boy Court, my man Star, my man L, my man John Boy. They got Weezy singing the hook on their track, and it's called Top Down. That song is a hot track. That's how I first got introduced to who Weezy is. So I gotta say she's a very talented artist, and I see she be working heavy because she working with a lot of people around the city. So she definitely get a shout out for that.
She she was Busy Bone and shit. She was a part of that shit too, with the Columbus Crew people that he was fucking with.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
That 7 Sign shit.
Yeah, so she been doing her thing, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So we're gonna get straight into this next track right here as well, man. You know what I'm saying? This next track is called Father Figure. And we about to get straight into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get into this next track off my man classic album Book of Jones. Go get it right now. It's in the chat. Hit the link, go get it and all that. Next track right here is called Father Figure. Let's go.
That's what I'm here for, the baby daddies. Babies, daddies. Step-daddies too. You betrayed my trust at birth, yo. And come to find I was your first, though. It sting harder once it hits home. To learn my mom's had me on her own. And no need for you to tell me lies. Muffy taught me how to survive. Were you that much afraid of me? Knocked her up and she already had her receipt. My older sister, now I'm younger brother. 20-year-old black, single mother. And you did this to a black brother who'd rather have a struggle than struggle. And I know you were young yourself, but that's why they say you should protect yourself. You should. Especially if you ain't ready for heavy loads. But who was ever ready? I can never, ever be you. I might look like and sound like, but never be you at all. It's just unbelievable to me how you can make a life and think it is right for you to leave. Not worry how they gon' eat. If the health is good, where the hell they sleeping? I really don't get y'all niggas. I wish my father figured. I wish my father figured. I see my mom struggle at times to put enough food on the table. But she's a God-fearing woman, so he made sure she was able. It should never be this hard when there's two parents involved in creating a creation. But some men is really weak when she tell you it's been weeks and you know the situation. So you tuck your tail and hide, say the baby ain't mine, not knowing what you facing. And then you disappear for years, cause I came out light, but my mom's light skin, face it. And you don't even know what it's like growing up not knowing who your dad is. Cause yours was in your life, so you know you wasn't right. And that shit is trite as is. I used to lie to the other kids, only 9, mom's 29 with some added kids.
So I said my younger sister's dad was my dad. He was there, you know how it is. But one thing I can say about Mr. Allstalk is he taught me a real lesson is that you can take on somebody else's kids and they become your blessing. Yeah, man, that's a hot joint right there, man.
Yeah, that was
that seemed like that was a heartfelt joint right there. Go ahead and break that down, man. You know what I'm talking about? The
I remember when Mario gave me the beat, man. Graham gave me the beat. And all I heard was, when you betrayed our trust, in that sample, you know what I mean? Like, you betrayed our trust. And I was like, I remember I hit him back, like, I'm already going through right now. We're going to record this next time. He's like, all right, what you going to do to it? I said, just wait till we get there. And I remember I did it, man. He just was sitting there like, why? Because you hear what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's saying, like, I wish my father figured. I wish he would have figured it out.
Right.
But also, I wish you was really my father figure.
Right.
Because you were. It's actually a third version of that song that we're going to do. He cut it off, and I'm shouting out all the father figures that I had in my life. My best friend growing up, Pete, Slade, his dad, I shout him out. I shout Lucian's dad, Mr. Sullivan, T. Perkins' dad. I shout out a lot of dads, man, that were influential in my life. You know what I mean? Mr. McClendon, you know what I mean? Certain people that knew I had something in me, and they wanted me to be great. You know what I'm saying? And they knew my mom let them act like they was my dad. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, I need you to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So the father figure was something that I needed to be out there, and it was my vent to my estranged pops, for real, if you want to say that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't meet my dad until I was 14. You know what I mean? So it was, you know, even then, it's like, you know, it's fucking crazy because you know how the situation just played out. But what I want to say about this song is that I dropped it in 2020, and it's so over people's heads with this shit, and people just hate for somebody to do something that they ain't do. It didn't get enough credit. The whole Book of Jones didn't get enough credit.
Right.
But Kendrick Lamar drops a song called Daddy Issues, and motherfuckers go crazy.
Right.
And he's basically saying what the fuck I'm saying.
Right.
That's a give and take right there, man. But that's what it was, man. Which my father figured was, you know, basically a shout to my pops, like, nigga, I wish you would have figured it out, man, instead of letting me figure it out on my own. It's also a shout to young men out here. You know, if your father's not there, man, it doesn't mean you cannot become successful or none of that. All that anger you have or anything that you have inside, because your father's not there, you gotta hold on to it and become a better individual, a better man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of lashing out or becoming something that you shouldn't be, and then blame it because your father wasn't there. No, fuck that.
Right.
Fuck that. If your mom is doing a good job, a hell of a job raising you by herself, and you decide to do some old bullshit because you see the evils of the world and you want to be a part of that, that's on you. But if you know your mom is doing what the best she can, and you don't got your father there, you need to become a man right then and there. Like, I'm gonna do what I need to do, so I can make sure my mom is good. And I know if I have a son or a child, they'll never go through what I went through.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Straight up.
I can definitely dig that, bro, for real, man. That's a dope song right there. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I first heard it, I was like, oh, yeah, he went in on this joint. You know what I'm saying? It's a very heartfelt joint. You can tell there's a lot of passion in that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. That's that music. I'm saying, when that music that you feel in your spirit, man, that's what I'm saying. When I listen to music nowadays, I want to feel it in my spirit, man. I want to feel inspired by it. I want to feel what you're going through. When I listen to them bars, I want to be like I'm right there with you. You know what I'm saying? And this is a perfect display of that with the goddamn Book of Jones, man. We're going to get right on to the next track. It's called Addicted. I'll tell you, I keep saying this is one of my favorite tracks. Like, really, this whole album is just so fire. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get straight to it. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We get to the next track. Addicted. My brother DOTCALM in the building. Let's go. 614, stand up.
All right, run that back. There you go.
Mind is clear once my eyes opened up. At midnight, I prayed to God that I'm sober. What was got a hold of us is tight grip like a cobra clutch. I'm trying to shift the stick in the gear without holding the clutch. And keep from up chucking my lunch. I thought it hoped me over. Now my coworker rolling the Dutch. It's so much stress off in this atmosphere. One moment you're happy, the next you're sad and grabbing the beer. A liquor is poured. It's in your pores. You can smell it once you walked in the entry door. When your vision's blurred and your speech is slurred, steadily yelling, trying to get more, and wake up on the kitchen floor. Like what the hell I'm in the kitchen for? With no recollection of last night, not knowing if you rode past and jump or if you pass lights. Now that is living on the edge like a streetwalker who gives head to get ahead. Understanding she could get in that vehicle in the bed, but that's the way she get her bread. And I'm not passing judgment, I know all too well about mishandlings of certain fortunes and unfortunately end up gambling. The walk of shame, get the rambling, crazy thoughts start in your head and get the scrambling. Can't pay bills with lost money, and then you tell the ones that you love you lost money. Don't let your heart turn lovely, cause all in the blink of an eye, the dog's ugly. Now you depending on the stem, are you hinging on the pill, or syringes how you deal? Until you can't deal no more, cause you dealt the whole deck, still nothing to show. But as long as you breathing it, you still have hope. Time is precious, every second, don't let y'all know. Social media is on the list, but most of y'all don't wanna notice it. I kinda find it inappropriate that a like get you like for something inappropriate. I was taught never talk to strangers, but some of us share all the strangers. And y'all don't even find the danger, cause haters always fueled with anger. And some haters will try to get at you. Some of the things that a picture do, going live, time's different. Can't sit offline for 5 minutes. Addicted. Like the way your habits at. It make me feel good. It make me numb. What's in your habitat? I like being numb. I like the way it makes me feel. It make me feel. Yo, where you grabbing at? Started smoking weed for occasionally. Then it's why don't you spend some days with me? Not knowing days with him would have a caught up in the maze with him, which would enable him to have a locked up in the cage with him. Sex is always better when I'm sniffing this. It's only just a pill, it ain't no different shit. She ain't never did it, he ain't mentioned it. But she was already too gone to tell the difference. Now she off in that lifestyle, leaving everything behind and living for right now. Abandoned the kids like she didn't care. Even though she did, she just wasn't there. Even stole from family to feed it. Almost caught a charge at the precinct. And the same clown that introduced her to it didn't even care the least bit. And the ambiance she put on perform decent. Home now she's moving on to no more queen shit. The past is past, get past the fact and leave shit. Don't be this addicted. Where your habits at right here. What's in your habitat? Slow down. Slow down. Where you grabbing at? Where your habits at?
What you got on that?
Yeah, man, that's a hot track. I like that beat. That beat was dope right there. So I want you to definitely sit up there and go ahead and give us some background story to that track right there, man, because that's a dope ass track. I like the concept of it, man. I want you to go ahead and break it down, man.
Addicted. I remember just writing it because, you know, we all have addictions, man.
Right.
I mean, that's just the nature of life is addictions, man. Whether it be food, drugs, fame, whatever. Like it's a lot of we all are addicted to something, man. And it's you know, it's up to you to control the addictions, man. So I even put my own. I used to gamble crazy. You know what I mean? I lost a whole lot of life with that. You know what I mean? Lost like a relationship and everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I was good. I was good, but at the end of the day, it consumed my life. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy. You can win 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and you can lose 4,000 or 5,000. You know what I'm saying? And it consumes your life to where you like it'll fuck you up bill wise and everything. You know what I mean? So that was an addiction, and I even put it in there like, you know what I'm saying? Even I had my, I say it in the song. I had my unfortunately end up gambling. Whatever I say, fortunately, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I put my own addictions in there. But we all have addictions, man. And if you don't notice your addiction, man, it could definitely be detrimental to your being here. You know, you gotta take it and overcome it. Because if you don't, it's gonna overcome you, and it can ultimately take you out of here, man. And you know, we all got family members that's been addicted to certain things, and it's so crazy when I recorded that, man. Grim, the first verses you hear, he had to reloop the shit because he came to the window like, no. He said, you can now, it was so fire to him. He was like, I need you to tell a story. And so when you hear me come back in like, Smart started smoking reefer occasionally. And then it's why don't you spend some days with me? And I know when days with him would have her caught up in the maze with him, which would enable him to have her locked up in the cage with him. I'm talking about my little sister. My little sister, you know what I'm saying, never did nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? She was a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, but never was, you know what I mean? She never did nothing. And, you know, she put it out there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm able to put it out there. She you know, she got addicted to some shit, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because, you know, that's my sister. I seen it growing up. You know what I mean? You know where we was from. You seen the shit. You know what I'm saying? You would see them and you just know, like, our mom kept us away from her, tried to, but you just knew it wasn't going to be you or your family. You know what I mean? And, you know, once you see it, like, in its eyes and its form and how real it is, it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? You want to try to grab them, do whatever you can. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even want to give no money because you know it might go to, you know what I mean? It's just so fucking crazy. But that part was about her. You know what I mean? And I can finally say that she's coming up out of that funk that she was in. You know what I'm saying? And it could take years later, but you gotta be whoever is in your life and they're addicted to something, man. Just be on their side, be by their side as long as you can. You know what I mean? Don't enable them. Right. Don't enable them. But at the end of the day, be there for them because they don't have nobody. They feel like nobody's there for them anyway. So they're gonna do what they need to do to make themselves feel better.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't make them feel like that. Hey, we can fight it together. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so yeah, that's addicted, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a dope ass track, man. That for beat is fire. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole concept of the song. You know what I'm saying? I can see some visuals to it as well. It's dope as hell. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We got my brother DOTCALM in the building.
Hey,
614 representing.
My bad, Stacks, but I even put social media on there because a lot of y'all out there is addicted to that shit too.
Yeah.
I didn't get on social media till later, for real. Right. I don't even like the shit. But, you know what I mean? It's a good platform to connect and do stuff like this. But, yeah, social media is on the list, but most of y'all don't want to notice it.
Right. I would even admit myself, I interact with social media a lot, being in the business and the stuff that I do. But even within that, I'm not even going to perk with y'all that to some levels I am addicted because I interact with social media a lot. So it's I want to say this to y'all, and the reference to what my brother said, because it's very true. It's become a drug, and even more powerful drug is this thing called clout. Clout is the most powerful drug, being amplified by social engineering, or should I say social media. We really want to start calling it social engineering. And clout is like the fentanyl. Like the social media is like heroin, but like clout is like fentanyl. You know what I'm talking about? So when you combine the two, so you get a volatile, very hostile, volatile, product out of that. In your interaction with the technology, the internet, and all of that, you want to monitor your interaction. You don't want to interact with it so much to where you, find yourself spending huge amounts of your time on there. This is getting your brain prepared for the metaverse, man. You hear me? Where you're gonna be fully submerged. So, that's another topic for another day. We got my brother DOTCALM on the building. You hear me? We better get right to the next track. You know what I'm talking about? It's called Contemplation, featuring Diego St. John. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to get right to it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, y'all. Let's go.
I never believed in you. I thought it was make believe, and then I found out it's true. What they say goes up and comes down. All this pain inside and out. I've tried to be basic, I cannot escape it. The sun keep on draining, it keeps on raining. Just feeling gaping, love like a caveman. You don't feel the same, man. I'm trying to stay sane, man. I'm no longer tame it. I'm praying to save it. Don't want to mistake it. Hoping to face it instead of erasing. Am I in the matrix? God, I need to explain it before I'm gone. Why are you chasing after me? In the hopes that you'll capture me. Depression sinks in rapidly. If I no longer exist, would you live happily? I never did no drugs. I used to hit with the song, and that gave me up. But then I sobered up back at home. Reality hits me. Now I am simply back where I started. Before I was tipsy, still feeling empty. Every pill you can give me to deal with this energy. The hell I got in me. I am my enemy. It's getting sickening. God is just picking me. Why are you picking on me? Or you is just picking me? It is a simile. It is a struggle trying to fly while you're holding my wayside. Whispering, I need to leave. My night's been dark. I'm trying to make it to the daylight. Mentioning the misery. Why are you chasing after me? In the hopes that you'll capture me. Depression sinks in rapidly. If I no longer exist, would you live happily? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. It's not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
for me.
I is the king and
The lion is the king.
power.
And the glory. Forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, that track was fire right there, man. That's fire right there. So go up there, there's and tell us the demo on that track, the inspiration behind it, and all of that.
Hey, what I meant to do before you played it, I was gonna say, like, listen to the track and see if anybody can figure out what I'm talking about. Because I'm talking about a situation. If you look up contemplation, there's a couple definitions of it.
Right.
So if you look up that, I would have told somebody, if they would have been able to put it in the chat when I was talking about it during the song. If you listen to the words, why are you chasing after me? In hopes that you capture me.
Right.
Depression seeps in rapidly. If I no longer exist, would you live happily? So that's what I'm saying. So if you listen to what I'm saying, like, you just hear, like, I didn't know you exist. I didn't know what this. So when you listen to it, I'm talking about a particular thing. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, because it was going to be a video. That was another 80 track too, but it was going to be a video. And I had 3 things set up: a kid in school getting bullied, a guy come home, loses his job, and he's about to get evicted from his home, and then a girl who was like the neighborhood's, like, slut or whore, some shit like that, right? To where her body's getting passed around, and she's just mentally that's what she does, because her father's not there, her mom is never home, so she has no love, so she looks for love in the streets. So the whole video concept was going to be crazy, because at the end of the video, you would have seen the pills drop on the floor, which would have been her. It'd have been a pill bottle dropping, which would have been for the girl. The kid that was getting bullied in school, it would have been a chair dropping, because he hung himself. And then the man, it would have been a gun dropping on the floor at the end. That's all you would have seen was a gun drop. And it would have been him because he shot himself. So what I was talking about was suicide. Contemplation is about suicide. Why are you chasing after me in hopes that you capture me? Depression seeks in rapidly. If I no longer exist, would you be happy? You know what I mean? Once y'all listen to that song again, listen to what I'm doing to the song and how I'm talking about what I'm talking about in the song, and it's about suicide. It was going to be a hotline number on there about suicide if you were suicidal. The whole video concept and everything. COVID fucked Booker Jones up. I'm going to tell y'all right now, it fucked everything up that we had planned for it. The vlogs, everything was building up to it. It was anticipated and everything. COVID fucked a lot of shit up. You know what I mean? But, I'm glad I was able to get on this platform to explain that. But contemplation is about suicide, because it's a very sketchy topic. It's real. People do it.
Definitely real.
So yeah, that's what contemplation is about, man. And yeah, man. Once you get the chance to listen to it again, listen to the words. Shout out to Diego. When I heard the beat, I had it in my head, like, I need a guitarist on it. I told him, like, once you hear it, just do what you do. So he put his guitar shit on there. That's Diego. That's what you hear in the guitar. You know what I mean? And we created a contemplation.
Yeah, man, that's a dope ass track right there, man. I always like that one right there. You know what I mean? Like I said, every track on this album is fire. This is one of them joints. So we can tell, man, brothers really spit some real talk on there, man. And this next one coming up is called Take It All. And my brother got a video for this joint.
You can pull it on there. You can put the video on.
We're about to play the video right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
We're about to play the video right now, so let's get to it. My brother DOTCALM, tap in, walk with us. Hold on real quick. Let me pull it up on the screen. Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page.
I always see the door closing. It's like my mind's in the frozen state, cause when I knock, they never open. How you supposed to be so great but never chosen? Why you showing up so late? They say you old, man. Well, if I'm an old man, then I got some old fans, and I know friends with the notion came off of Conan. Rohan was a low end, then he went in, came out with the broke hand, still moving like the old him. And y'all show these niggas respect, the same niggas. I have a nigga giving them neck, and now they mad cause they baby mama heard through a text. She ain't buying it, so she continue giving them sex. It make it easier, you pushing the legs. It's like you never left, cause now you back to the check. I mean bag. That's the new way to speak on it. All I need is a minute, I'ma breathe on it. All I need is a minute, I'ma breathe on it. Hey, hold up. All I need is a minute, I'ma breathe on it. Take it all, I will. Take it all, take it all, take it all. Hey, hold up. Take it all. The evils of the world, take the evils of the world. The fame, take it all. I'm tired of the game, I'm tired of the game. Take over the game, take over the game. No longer in that lane, no longer in that lane. I'm alright, take it. I'm alright. The struggle and the pain, the struggle and the pain. Cause we good, take it. Don't get that rich. I realize we've been illa, vice, so the revolution won't be televised. I'm seeing more clearer due to that vice. I will never let y'all inject me with IDs. I'd be mistakenly identified by IDs. I've seen kids' lives taken by crooked police. The abuse of positions risen so vividly. The excuses they use in proving they mentally don't know, won't show, or don't give a fuck about what goes on in the hood. Cross it over to the public, try to make it look good. Get us to vote for a system, have us hoping we good. Uncle Tom ass niggas, fingers on the trigger. You may not hold the gun, but you calling the shots. We build our homes out of straw. You using them rocks, you put us in the deep depression and moving them rocks. We be clueless of the stock, stop producing on the crops. Oh yeah, it's cool to hang out on the block until you shot. And then our parents is to blame, but y'all parade the shit on TV to trick the brain. Look at Jones, look at Jones, look at Jones. They ain't gon' like that. Look at Jones, look at Jones, look at Jones, look at Jones.
Damn, hey.
Hey, did you write that? Look at Jones, look at Jones.
That video was raw, man. That was nice,
Hey.
right there, man.
What's so bad is that on the album, though, once I say that but y'all parade the shit on TV to check the brain, I got a Malcolm X comes on. So if you play the end of the album, like when you on a real album, that song Malcolm X comes on with a speech talking about police brutality and all type of shit. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to really listen to that song and listen to the end of it too. Like, you know what I mean? He played the video, but on the song, it's a Malcolm X reference at the end of it. It's so dope.
Yeah, so make sure y'all hit that link, man, and go get that album right there that I got highlighted right there, man. Go download the album right now, man. Go over there, bang it on, like I said, bang it in the gym while you cleaning up the crib tomorrow. You know, y'all be like listen to music when y'all clean up. Banging this album, man. We know what I'm saying, we got hella tracks, you know what I'm saying, to listen to. Or should I say we already listened to, we got a few more to go. So we're gonna get right to the next joint, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Virgil. Hold on. Did you hear what I said though? I recorded that song in 2019 or 2018. But
2018?
I realized we've been ill-advised, so the revolution won't be televised. I'm seeing more clearer due to that visine. I will never let y'all inject me with I. What? Did COVID happen? What do they want everybody to get the shots? That was before COVID.
Yeah, talk to him. That was before COVID.
Bro, I ain't got to say nothing else, man.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. You know what I mean? When you blessed with certain gifts and talents, you know what I'm saying, you can speak things that be not as though they were without even knowing what you actually speaking on. You know what I'm talking about?
Fact.
And it was a beautiful thing for this album to come out at the time that it did. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, because, you know what I'm saying, with everything that was going on at that time, you know, it's like, you know, how can I say, it's like a global reset is what they call it. You know what I'm saying? You you know, we in this whole new era now, you know what I'm talking about? And as a result of what happened a couple years ago, things ain't gonna never be the same. So I think that's how I always remember this album. It came out right when everything started going crazy. And things haven't been normal since. You feel me? And I feel like the Book of Jones, I think the Book of Jones is like a quintessential album, man, to like spark that. So if you know what I'm saying, if you ever want to look back in American history, you know what I'm saying, when all this stuff happened, you know what I'm saying, you got stuff like the Book of Jones out there that can like chronicleize it, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying, you know, put right on display, you know what I'm saying, the type of era and the type of situation that it was, you know, so I think that's a beautiful thing, man.
Right, that's what's up.
Yeah. So we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get to the next track. It's called The Dream. We about to get straight to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Share on your social engineer, man. Tell everybody come tap in.
Hey, listen, look, I do something every hook. I do something different, and I want to see if somebody realizes what I'm doing in the hook. Listen to the song. It's a whole. It goes into it, and see if y'all can see what I'm doing. You too, Virg. Listen and see if you know what I'm doing.
No doubt, no doubt. And we about to get right to it. This song is called The Dream. Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all.
Dream last night. I woke up from a dream last night. I could not go back to sleep last night. I could not go back to sleep last night. So dark I had to grab a flashlight. So dark I had to grab a flashlight. Just trying to find my way. I'm all about beliefs, but I ain't in the grief. It says I'll inherit the earth if I am living meek. What does that really mean when temptations in the seams? Run around in short skirts, heels and skinny jeans. I've witnessed many things, had my head on guillotines. Living in the fast lane, addiction is the speed. You envision your pick on covers of magazine. When you was just a young and continued into your teens. Intrigued by whatever they showing on the TV. Now think about the sacrifices that intervene. Make a gamble with your life, games of in between. You come upon the scene and you become a fiend for the fame and the fortune. You're doing anything. Morals is out the window, respect is on the swing. Expect anything, if all they respect is bling around your neck. You said it was liquor, bitches, and drugs. And murder is a normalcy, we see it every day. Not only from the cops, but the ops is gonna pray. I never had a granny who told me I had to pray. But mom said us in church every single day. And all I have is faith, but will it keep me safe from these young dope users? Keep it on their waist, no sense of direction, going every which way. Society was lost once we couldn't switch away. I'm talking about my dream last night. I'm talking about my dream last night. I tried to go back to sleep last night. I tried to go back to sleep last night. Still was dark even with a flashlight. Still was dark even with a flashlight. I'm still trying to find my way. Every year that you're blessed with, the road gets tough. Have you falling to your knees like, Lord, is this enough? For every positive you gain, you will endure some losses. There is a price for success. I wonder what the cost is. I lost some childhood friends, dead to the streets. Crazy to me, cause we all plan to be bigger than what society had planned us to be. Cause in the urban area, they push the plan B. Why do we grow numb to death? Where I am from, like a third world country, living under the sun, where it is bright 24 hours a day. Not only from the light, but the bombs on the way. Now you see why I pray, it has to be a way. I know we're not born to wither and die away. They say time will tell, but time is just giving aid. Like these old motherfuckers who still believe in a slave. This is a different day, you dealing with different spades. Y'all could be Trump type, be reading it in a way. Took the nigga away, can't no longer say. And y'all that's criticizing them, nigga, it's not the same. The bigger it got delayed, the way that we operate on a day-to-day basis, how we communicate. You should see those man's faces. No one can't relate, even though we can't erase it. Things that we could change. I think I had a dream last night. I think I had a dream last night. Pretty sure I stayed asleep last night. Pretty sure I stayed asleep last night. So bright I didn't need a flashlight. So bright I didn't need a flashlight. I think I had found my way.
Yeah, that's a fire track right there, man. You hear me, man?
Yeah.
That's a fire track right there. You hear me, man?
So do you think you got what I did?
Naps is behind that joint right there, man.
So did you hear the hooks? How I did them?
I really can't catch on, to be honest with you, so just go sit up there and tell us.
So I said, I woke up from a dream last night. So dark I had to grab a flashlight. I'm just trying to find my way. Second hook, I said, I'm talking about my dream last night. I don't even know how I said the flashlight, but I said I'm talking about my dream now. Something with the flashlight, but it wasn't. I had to grab it. I had it, so I'm going through trying to look at it. I'm still trying to find my way. And then at the end, I say, I think I had a dream last night. Now, pretty sure I stayed asleep, so bright I didn't need a flashlight. I think I found my way now.
Right.
So now I'm just, and I swear to God, Virgil, I woke up at 4 a.m. one night and I wrote that.
Right.
I don't know if it came to me, but I put the beat on and I just wrote it. I didn't go back to sleep after that. I stayed up. It was like I worked out and then I went, you know what I'm saying, with the work or whatever. I couldn't go back to sleep. It was on my brain and I did that. You know what I'm saying? It was just a dream. And then also I put, like, if you see it, the second part of the verse, where I put the word nigga and how I flipped it to where, you know, even I said, y'all, we dealing with different spades. Y'all could be Trump type because Trump was in office, going in office at the time and all that shit back then. So it was just like, man, fuck that. Y'all could be Trump type. We re-nigga in a way. You can't say nigger, but we gonna say nigga because sometimes we say it. But we made it ours. You know what I'm saying? So it was really just a concept of certain things as far as, you know what I mean, the darkness of the world and trying to find your way to wherever you got to go. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? At the end of the dream, you see that I finally found my way. So.
Yeah, man, got the dope concepts on this album, man. That's one thing I really liked about it. You know what I mean? Like, I like when I listen to an album and I actually have to listen to the album. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You feel me? It's a certain gift and skill you got to have, you know what I'm saying, to capture people's attention. You know what I'm saying? And the way this album just flows together, it just does that perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say thank you. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to get to the next track. The next track, we got Weezy featuring again on it.
Yes.
And we're going to get right to it, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We're getting right to it, man. We got my man DOTCALM on the building, man. Booker Jones, 614 stand up, Northeast side. Let's go.
I'm dressing decent since I thesis spoke. Secrets is one of the thesis, though. On the deeper note, I keep heat inside of the blue peacoat, cause you never know when people see what's ready to go. And you ain't ready to go. I study low, but I'm never wrong with heavier lows. I am legend, though. On the search of a steadier road. This scenario had you in different area codes. Laugh hard, but it's that deep. Get the road running and turn this into a track meet. I attack these like fat people attack me. With no regard, it's law that heart attack meets. My starter harder than athletes. Jackets didn't have it, but niggas stay sweet. And get jack for material things as you go back and forth on the material screen. That's life though. That's what they tell you when they life go. And the path they headed down is paved on a different road. Tinted windows unknown throughout the vehicle who keep a leash on those directions, yelling that we can't go. Yeah, I never understood it all until that night I crashed that car when I heard it was drugs involved. Who would ever think about killing me? I thought I could feel to the masses, someone be feeling me. But that ability when you live on my tenants and your feelings. Blood feelings, it's a trilogy. Our tragedies, many hearts with agony. It's sad to see all these combinations in one anatomy. Blabbering the savagery of Babylon. Eyes wide shut to the truth, hoping you tag along. I could have put this in a faster song, but I felt the urge of the tortoise, hoping the rabbit gone. You don't need a rabbit foot to look up. Take a look up. This in the books. And I will make it. And it's not hard to see. When something's weighing you down, keep your head in the clouds. I've seen the things you dream I intervene if you want me to for you. Daily praying, pacing my faith is, but so much you witness on earth could convert you atheist. When I was young, I dreamt of making it over and out the hood as tall as they build at my neighbor's fence. Captive moment, hoping to savor it, because in the instant it's all gone and you ain't making shit. Just a product of your reality. They formulate an opinion based off of your formalities. And then they act as if they proud to see you come from out the ghetto and not becoming the casualty. Smile casually, clean cut, dressing casually. Description didn't fit it to me, could go get a Natalie. Making you feel good with a salary, but celery the only thing they paying brothers hourly. Talent exceeds, it's never overcompensated, but the agenda they pushing making things complicated. And now we back on the boat, and once I spoke, hope pushed me to the back of the boat. Wanna throw me overboard because of things that I wrote. Landlords be slumlords, all I know when you broke. Can the light shine on me one time? Cause all I could think about is that one time. Run around my hood screaming one time. No currency, all we have is tickets off in that lunch line. So I say my prayers every day. I skip ties many times, didn't mean to stay away. I did. Confused by these conspiracies, I'm shouting at the top of my lungs, hoping you hearing me. Being wrong is the only fear of me. Not even death, because we are dying now that it's clear to me. And it's clear to see a brick wall mirrors me. I'm the one that's stopping myself as it appears to be. Mind pierced, thinking seriously. No one glances back in my rear view. It's near you and dear to me. Literally, I walk the plank sincerely. And it's not hard to see when something's weighing you down. Keep your head in the clouds.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Is that my mic? I gotta leave and come back.
No, you good, bro.
All right.
You good? Nah, that track right there, that was fire right there, man. You know what I'm talking about? I like the concept of that. Man, you know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, sit up there and break it down to us, man.
All right, well.
He said I walked the plank sincerely.
So watch this. Shout out to Akeem, who did the beat, man. He's another producer on there. Most of my beats was done by Freddie, who's a part of my team, Freddie Scott, which is 71. South Linden Freddie. You know what I mean? He's a monster. But that beat was done by Akeem. And when I got it, I heard it, and it took me away when I just heard the melodic type of flow with it. So I called it the boat because, you know, slaves, we came over on the boat, you know, and if you listen to the song, I'm talking about a lot of political, I'm talking that shit for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I rear it back to, and it's about talking. It's like talking to God as well. Like, you hear what I'm saying? Like, you give your heart to me, and I will mend everything. And it's not hard to see how tough life would get when something's weighing you down. Keep your head in the clouds. So it's really like it's like you're talking to God, like as a, you know what I mean, as far as, you know, what must I do to you know what I mean, you know, what must I do to get out of whatever I'm going through or whatever is holding me back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the boat is what I always reference to as far as we came on a boat but we cannot have a boat mentality.
Right.
And so if you hear me even say like, so at the end when I even go back to the boat, I say landlords, we all, because they know when you broke, kind of like so now we back on the boat. So they want to push me to the back because words that I spoke, when I try to enlighten people or motivate people, or anybody tries to do that in life, look at Kanye's situation. I don't care what nobody thinks, man.
Right.
You think he's doing something wrong or you think he's crazy? No. How the fuck is he crazy when he's the creator of what he wants and he got to pay somebody else money to get on platforms and it's his shit? Y'all think he's crazy? For what? Because he's not, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You got your own opinion. But at the end of the day, if you think of that type of mentality, you need to get your ass on that boat. Because that boat is what the fuck that mentality is. If you think that you're gonna like, adhere to the white men or anybody, no. I'm gonna speak up. Push me to the back of the boat. Now you want to throw me overboard because I'm trying to pump these motherfucking all the slaves up. Like, let's overthrow this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear me say at the end, I'll walk the plank sincerely.
Right.
What he say at the end of Black Panther? Nah, I'd rather die with my ancestors than live in captivity.
Right.
Come on, man. That's what I'm on. You know what I mean? And that's what the boat is. That's what the boat is. You know? And it's over a lot of people's head because I went lyrically nuts on that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's dope. You definitely went in on that joint, man. I gotta say that, man. It's a fire track, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a super fire track. And it was definitely well put together. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was melodic. Just totally captivates you as soon as the beat come on and everything. And then you got Weezy on there singing the hook, man. So, you know what I mean? It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the next joint, you know what I'm saying? The next joint also got a video for that. That's the Moody joint. We're about to get into that right now.
Which won an award, baby.
You said what?
I said it's the video of my first ever video won an award.
Yeah, I know. We're about to play. I'm about to put it on the screen right now.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see it? Columbus Black International Film Festival. Best music video. Y'all see it right there. You hear me? Best music video, Columbus Black International Film Festival. That's a nice accolade to have on your belt. Let's go, man. Hit that like button. We got my man DOTCALM with the first video he ever shot. Won an award, Columbus Black International Film Festival 2019. Let's go, man. Hit that like button. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. Channel your social engineering.
I like this. It's off that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Right? We talk to you. Why don't you meet me in the parking lot? You talk a lot, you barking, you get your target shot, you target shot, so you are not, you more like a Theo, but wishes of a Neo, softer than the fish in the sea, homie, a Nemo. I could get you zip for a zip, Goonies is Quio, so quit with the twizzle of lips, are you getting vetoed? They keep crying while they reload, but I recline and decline them once they figure out the heat's close. I can't lose, you would think I had a cheat code. I won't snooze if I'm cruising down that bleak road. Hey, Federico is illegal from Puerto Rico, but he had the federales trying to peek me through the repo. Then the veto, if they evo with their ego. Coming up short, and of course, your course is zero. Call a Clio, I'm comfortable like a trio. Leading any series of sports, force individual on instrumental. Karma's a different individual. If I get this fast and all you wanna see is mentals, I am mental. Flying over the continents using continental. Not really sure how much I spent, I've also spent the rental. But I ain't IG taxing. See them in the public, wonder why we laughing and why we passing. Cause I need a lot of speed like Ali in the ring with the passion. Believe in the dragon, cause I am the key to the keys that will even relieve me from crashing. Damn, now a nigga pause for AM. I am a star, what I are, by far, defying all of the odds. Y'all be hiding while I'm lying in the dark. I ain't lying, I'm a lion king. The rest of y'all are scars, not recognizing bars. So I reckon I'm in charge. Just accept it for the record, or I wreck you like a dodge. Defamation character, yeah, I'll embarrass you. Shut your shit down, decimate the whole area. Think about me and your dreams, ain't nothing scarier. Switching how I deliver my schemes, there's no comparing us. Addicted to me like I'm a drug, there ain't no daring us. And ain't no fearing us neither. T.O.G. meaning, I'm talking Ebenezer. Take it easy, y'all, I swear we can leave ya. Up shit's creek with no paddle to relieve ya. In the deep sleeping, ain't no waking from amnesia. In the front row, family grieving with the preacher. Kanisha? I got it all. I got a long time to do this, man. I can do this all day.
That was a dope video, man. That was fire, man. I like that, man. My nigga Glisted Guarantee in the building. What's good with you, brother?
Yeah.
Now, you got to walk us through that one right there, man. Who shot that? Where was it shot at? That video was fire, man.
So that's Graham, too. Like, he's a part of the Book of Johns. Like, he's a part of our whole group that we got going on, like, even with the music shit. That's my bro. Really fan, for real. Like, he came and got me, came to my crib, right? He just called me, like, where you at? I'm like, at home. He just popped up on me, like, man, get a couple hours. Because we shot that and the first half of Take It All in that day.
Right.
So you'll see the way that I had lost weight and my hair was higher when I was on the black green screen, when I had the hoodie on and Take It All. Right. You will see the difference in weight. I had lost weight and all that. So we shot the Moody video and Take It All in the same day. Or have it Take It All. So it was down off a high street, like Graceland area. It was like some skateboard ravine looking shit, man. I went down there. That thing that I pointed at was like, people go through that shit. I'm like, you got me fucked up. They call it something out for something. I'm like, I'm not going in that. But like this weekend right now with Halloween, they're probably down there right now on some shit. For real. I looked at that motherfucker like, you got me fucked up. I ain't going in there. But it was, when I seen the video and everything, when I seen how we was doing it,
right,
it was just dope. And Moody, like I said, is a song that doesn't really go with the Book of Jones because I'm just rapping. But it was the first joint I recorded. And you know what I mean? It's one of them ones that just show you I'm about to just fuck you. You know? Why don't you meet me in the parking lot? You talking lots. You barking like you get your target shot. Yeah, I'm gonna talk that shit. That's why I said that in the beginning. Like, talk that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that was Moody, man, and it actually won an award 2019 at the Columbus Art Festival and everything, which was crazy. It was a humbling moment for me. I remember the one girl was in there, and the video came on, and it was just, I was rapping. She was up there talking about. She turned around like, "Who the fuck is this?" And I was sitting right there. She didn't even know it. Right. And it just made me feel good. She was like, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of people, once I put it out on the internet, once everybody started seeing the video, a lot of people hit my inbox like that knew me like dead. Like even certain people was just like, bro, I did not know you could rap.
Right.
I knew the athlete dance, you know what I mean? But I did not know you was that nice. And,
right.
You know, that was great. That was humbling. It was great. And it was a great experience. And that's really what, you know, jumped off everything was Moody.
That's dope, man. That's a dope video, dope visuals, the way it was shot, the editing. It was fire, you know. So I see why I won an award, because it was dope, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna waste no time. We got my man DOTCALM in the building, man. Hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share and social engineer. It's A Real Talk Podcast. We got Saturday night going on, man. Saturday Night Live, you know, talking about listening party from our brother, man, Book of Jones, man. Make sure y'all go get that album. It's posted right there. Y'all see it highlighted. We about to get into the last track on the song, on the album. You know what I'm saying? It's a song called Finally Home, and we're going to get right to it, man. It's my man DOTCALM in the building. 614, stand up. Let's go.
Finally home. We thank you for going through this journey with us, through these different chapters, through these different perspectives, through these different pages. It's been a long time coming. Finally home.
With this conclusion, I hope I'm exposing all the collusion. These illusions is illustrated that I painted. Man, I waited so long to elaborate it. Hated on by Judases. I move with ease with one squeeze like it's lubricant. Trying to cheese overseas like a hooper kid. Did you forget that I was nicer than you can spit? Every Tiger Street Fighters, you know how you get. I know that young and lit, but I serve my own way and I turn my own page. Scriptures of that new shit. Put everything on the line, including my life. So please forgive me for my mood switch. Finally, everything on the line, including my life. So please forgive me for my mood switch. I'm finally home. Everything on the line, including my life. I'm finally home, y'all. On the line, including my life. So please forgive me for my mood switch. Finally home. Everything on the line, including my life. I'm finally home. All my people need to bear arms before they have our arms up. Rather have cuffs on your bare arms from harming your brother, and now they got you stuck behind down your bars. Once living large, now you parked in the box, one car garage. They planted that mirage, and we went for it. Shout out to the few who choose to ignore it. That trap is enormous. I'd rather live dormant, care less if it's boring. I'm finally home. I'm finally home, y'all. On the line of my life. Finally, everything on the line, including my life. I'm finally. Once you hit rock bottom, your only direction is up. When you're thirsting for more, make sure they pour into your cup. To flourish is a must, affordable deduct. These new era, no cap, youngins will get you plucked. All for a name, look how far they go for fame. Social media, entertainment is the game. And I ain't in that lane, I know how far we came. From Dr. King to Malcolm X, even Nipsey got slain. And y'all won't complain, instead you proclaim. We were young and dumb too, but this is not the same. Our people fought from changing, they fought from changing. Change from a scoop us a hope into arranging. Pain got them skipping them trees to popping painkillers. Same village came from it, age dealers, they done it. New claws, veins numbing. Who saw ain't running? Yeah, I'm finally home. The Book of Jones. Finally home.
Yes, sir. That was the last track on the album, man. Finally home. I like how you now. I want to know. This is the question I got right here for this track. That is a sample from my man Prodigy off of his album HNIC.
Yeah.
And I want to know what inspires you to go ahead and sample that track right there, because that was a beautiful way to end the album, man.
Man, honestly, that was ready. I didn't. That was my producer. It was a beat he sent me, and you know he's a hip hop head, crazy. So I didn't even know that was Prodigy. I promise you. You know what I mean? But it now that it even makes more sense of how it just even came out like that. You know what I mean? But it was. I heard, like I said, my intro and outro. I did that in one day, like the day before we was turned it in for the album. Mixed down and everything, like before we was, you know, because this was really prepared. This was real shit. Like this was something real. This wasn't no like, oh, we is homeboys and this was real.
Right.
We submitted this shit. This was, you know what I mean, credit numbers, this really shit. Like we really did it, you know what I mean? And it was just something I created, and I knew it needed to be there, and I wanted to really, you know, touch base with, you know, what the album is and who I am. Like I'm exposed what I'm exposed. That's why I said in my first few bars, with this conclusion, I hope I'm exposing all the collusion. These illusions is illustrated. You know what I'm saying? And being illustrated is like, you know, being something in the book. I'm just wrapping up the book, you know. And as we've been going through this, you know, podcast today, talking about the Book of Jones, man, you can tell everything I was talking about was chapters of life. Everything I was talking about was chapters of life that we all deal with. And so instead of it being an actual book, it's an audio book for real. But it's an audio book created by the Book of Jones. So you opening the book and you got the chapters. You got a chapter about fathers not being there. You got a chapters about being addicted to drugs. You got a chapter about relationship problems. You got a chapter about politically, like, you know what I mean, like black shit that's wrong, you know what I mean? You got a chapter about dreams of, you know what I mean? It's just a chapter of everything was life, man. Everything was this based on, you got a chapter about, you know, fake love, congratulations, all that, you know what I mean? So it's just a chapter of life, man. A book of life. And in the different chapters that's involved in life, man. So that was the concept of it, man. And I'm proud that I did that album, man. I think it'll get way more recognition later than it has gotten.
Right.
You know, just because people gonna catch on to it. And once they really realize what the fuck it is, they're gonna see it was a gem in the rough. Crazy.
Right.
You know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's the reason why I wanted you to come on and let's do this whole situation right here, man. So y'all make sure y'all go to that link right there. Go get that album. You know what I'm saying? We about to get on up out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and give them all your contacts, social media. You know what I'm saying? How they can get in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody want to do any features, anything you want to just get in contact with my brother, you know what I'm saying? He got going on, man. He a positive guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a known guy in the city, man, for doing a lot of stuff around the city. So, you know what I'm saying? It's only right that we come over here on A Real Talk Podcast and give my brother his proper shine and his proper due that he deserved, because he deserved it. You know what I'm talking about?
I want to say thank you to my brother Virgil.
You already know.
I don't know what last time I did something like this, or even, you know, but for you to even do this for me and the respect of the, you know, the craft of the Book of Jones, man, it's touching, man. Like, I'm about to have a couple shots, of water. It's like, nah, seriously, I'm about to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna call you after to see what the hell you doing, but. We man, it was great, man, to do it on this day, K-Roll's birthday, man. I gotta have a shot,
K-Roll, man.
You know what I mean? Man, I hope he looking down on this, you know what I'm saying, or wherever he looking at. He could be right here next to me right now.
Right.
Guess what's up? I'm a dap him up. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Wherever he at, man, I hope he just, you know, that we come from the same cloth. You know what I mean? We brothers, man. I hope he understand that, you know, this was kind of just like supposed to happen how it did. You know what I mean? And I hope we happy with what's going on, man. And, you know, I'm just happy that you chose to do this, because I didn't do this with anybody. I haven't done it with anybody. And the Book of Jones, man, is definitely a gem in the rough, man. And, you know, you get hated on because somebody else ain't doing it. But this right here, it's going to go on forever. When I'm gone, this Book of Jones will be here. And it's always going to be enlightening to somebody. I'm all about enlightening, being enlightened, just trying to get to a point where what's going on, instead of being in the dark, and whoever's watching this, understand that shit is real, man. You will be out of here in a heartbeat, and people still will be here. If you care about them, make sure you give them the information that they need to protect themselves and the information they need to survive out here, because nobody's going to tell you that. It's not in no books. None of that shit. And you can go on with life and think that it's fine and dandy just to go on like that while they covering the wool over your eyes. And when they come here with this other shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine you wake up one day, they at your door, and you become a slave to the system. Give me your phone, give me this. You ain't got shit to do. You ain't going to, come on, man. Shit is in play, and in fact, and if you gonna be silent and think that nothing's gonna happen, and you one of them lost ones, man. So you need to get yourselves together, and that's on another topic. But
that's something else we can get into on another day, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I appreciate it, man. Contact me as far as Facebook, DEYSAUN, DEYSAUN Jones. I'm on there. DOTCALM on Instagram, DOTCALM 323. DOTZCALM 323 Instagram, Twitter. I think it's DOTCALM, DOTCALM. Contact me there if you want to on Twitter. But hit the IG, what up? Booker Jones is on all platforms streaming. We got more music on the way. It's going down.
What's the Instagram again?
Instagram is DOTZCALM 323. Can't forget that. Hey, listen. I'm gonna give y'all a little bump. Play that 323, baby. It's coming out again. Telling y'all right now. I don't care if it's 50 cent box or whatever. Get you some extra money, man. It's coming out.
What you say it is on Twitter?
It's DOT. I think it's either .com or it's .com.
Which one?
Either one, I'm not sure, bro. I promise you, bro.
Okay, so I ain't gonna do the wrong thing. We're just gonna leave them with the Facebook and the Instagram, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? We got it right there in the chat. You know what I'm saying? There go the album right there. I'm pretty sure all y'all done got that. That's how y'all can get in contact with my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? It was an honor and a privilege to have you on the show, man. You know what I'm talking about? What we're gonna do is riding out, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page. We're gonna ride out with an encore of the you know what I'm saying, on my brother's video, Moody. You know what I'm saying? He won an award for this joint. We're gonna hit him with an encore presentation of it. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow night, we got me and my pops going in the spiritual roots of evil and the Halloween and all that type shit. So, you know,
I'm watching that one for sure.
Yeah, me and my pops, we definitely going in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. We're gonna be discussing you know what I'm talking about, the hold on, let me get it for y'all real quick. This spiritual roots of evil and the history of Halloween. That's what we're gonna be getting into tomorrow night with me and my pops. So y'all make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure to have you on the show tonight, Des. I hollered you behind the scenes. Enjoy your evening, brother. You know what I'm saying? Rest in the essence to my brother K-Ro. Happy born day to my brother K-Ro. You know what I'm talking about?
All day.
Man. We got to listen to this encore presentation of my brother's video from Moody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with him and hit that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, be on way out, man. We out of here, man. Enjoy y'all evening, man.
I like this. Talk that shit. Yeah. Right. Let me talk to you. Why don't you meet me in the parking lot? You talking a lot, you barking, you get your target shot. You target shot, so you are not. You more like a Theo, but wishes of a Neo. Softer than the fish in the sea, homie and Nemo. I could get you zip for a zip, Goonies is trio. So quick with the twizzle of lips, are you getting vetoed? They keep crying while they reload, but I recline and decline them once they figure out the heat's close. I can't lose, you would think I had a cheat code. I won't snooze if I'm cruising down that bleak road. Hey, Federico is illegal from Puerto Rico, but he had the federales trying to peek me through the peephole. Then the veto, if they evil with their ego. Coming up short, and of course, your course is zero. Call it Cleo, I'm comfortable like a trio. Leading any series of sports, forcing the vigil on instrumental. Karma's a different individual. If I get the spazzing, all you gonna see is dentals. I am mental, flying over the continents using continental. Not really sure how much I spent, I've also spent the rental. But I ain't IG tagging. See them in the public, wonder why we laughing and why we passing. Cause I need a lot of speed like Ali in the ring with the passion. Believe in the dragon, cause I am the key to the keys that would even relieve me from crashing. Damn, now a nigga pause before AM. I am a star, what I are, by far, defying all of the odds. Y'all be hiding while I'm lying in the dark. I ain't lying, I'm a lion king. The rest of y'all are scars. Not recognizing bars, so I reckon I'm in charge. Just accept it for the record, or I wreck you like a dodge. Defamation character, yeah, I'll embarrass you. Shut your shit down just to make the whole area think about me and your dreams. Ain't nothing scarier. Switch of how I deliver my schemes, there's no comparing us. Addicted to me like I'm a drug, there ain't no daring us. And ain't no fearing us neither. T.O.G. mean, I'm talking Ebenezer. Take it easy, y'all, I swear we will leave ya. Up Shit's Creek with no paddle to relieve ya. In the deep sleeping, ain't no waking from amnesia. In the front row, family grieving with the preacher. Capisha? I got it all. I got a long time to do this, man. I could do this all day.